Today we're going to look at this TDA7850 amplifier board. We have a big filter cap here. It's a XH 10000 UF 25 volt. These are output here, 2-channel output, and there's another 2-channel output here. These are input. We have some 3.5 mm input here, and this is the power supply connection. So in this side is the positive, this is the negative. Much the board cost, £4.83 with free shipping plus tax. Model XH-M150 4-channel car audio amp, 4x50 watts, TDA7850. So this board says that it has a BA3121 noise reduction amp. So this chip and this chip should be the BA3121. Okay, so it says 3121. I'm going to test this with the 4 ohms and 2 ohms load. So this is the specs of the IC, 4x50 watts into 4 ohms. 4x50 watt, 4 ohms max, 4x30 watts, 4 ohms, 14.4 volt, 10% THD. So what is that THD of 50 watts at 4 ohms max? 80 watts, 2 ohms max, 55 watts, 2 ohms, 1 kilohertz, 10%. Excellent 2 ohms driving capability. Hi-Fi, yes. This is our 4 ohms load. We have now the TDA7850 board here connected to our test setup. We have 4 resistors here, load resistors. These are 4 ohm resistors. This is the power supply. It's set to 14.4 volts. And this meter here is connected to the power supply here, so we can see the voltage output of the power supply. We have our low noise oscillator here. And the 4 output of the TDA7850 is monitored by the scope here. We have 4 channels here, so we can see the output of the amp. So let's turn it on. As you can see, that is the output of the amp. They all look identical. Let's see the output voltage. So this is the, we're only interested in looking at the BRMS. So this is the BRMS here. These are the 4 channels. The TDA7850 has 4 channels. So as you can see, the output is almost identical. From channel 1, the yellow one is channel 1. Channel 1 to channel 4. So almost identical. There's just a few millivolt difference within them. I'm going to increase the output for this, for the amplifier, so we can see the maximum power output before clipping. So I'm going to turn off this first. Turn off the reading. Okay, so that is clipping. So you can see it's flat. So this is the maximum output of the amplifier at 4 ohms load before clipping. So this is it, about 7 volts RMS at 4 ohms load. And this is our THD. We are at the 3% range. So that's about 1.5%. So this is how much the amp and the power supply is pulling from the AC power source, around 118 watts. 118, 119. I'll be back after I change this to 2 ohms resistor. This is our 2 ohms load here. This is the DC offset, the TDA7850, around 27 millivolt. I have the 2 ohms resistor connected now to the board. 2 ohms. 2 ohms resistor. I need to be quick when testing and measuring the output of the amplifier, because these dummy resistors are too small for this, and they heat up faster. This is the output of the power supply. This is our power supply. This is the output. 14.4 volts going to the 7850. This is the DC offset of the amplifier at 2 ohms load, around 28 millivolt. This is the output of the amplifier. This is still not clipping. Still around 5 volts, 4.7, 4.8 volts on all channels. So that looks like clipping. It's clipping at the bottom there. So this is the maximum power output of the TDA7850 at 2 ohms load. So let's measure it. Around 6.5 volts RMS. And our THD, we're at the 10% range. It's around 3.8%. So this is how much the TDA7850 and the power supply is pulling from the AC source, around 206 watts. So the maximum voltage output RMS is around 6.7 volts RMS from the 2 channels, and about 6.5 from the other 2. The results. 2 ohms load, 21 watts RMS to 22 watts RMS from the 4 output of the amplifier with 3.8% THD. At 4 ohms load, it's about 12.25 watts with 1.5% THD. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See you next time.